So the list that I particularly found was one where it was already put in chronological order. But when I personally went into like the list of like videos in general, I clicked on the video and then I was like in the like it's always sorted in like whatever, or I clicked on its video tab thing and it's always sorted in a certain way to where like you would scroll, yeah, you would have to scroll all the way down. So I just had it on like that auto scroll thing until it eventually hit the bottom, and it is in fact the very first one. And wow. Yeah, I had no idea. I feel like how they started the channel, it kind of felt like this was like an ongoing thing, even for its first episode. So like it was like what they probably did was they probably had a backlog. They probably were ready to put out a bunch all at once. So their first one never really felt like a first one. It just felt like the same as any other.
That's fair.
But before we talk about this, there's a specific thing I wanna go ahead and like mention. So, I don't actually remember who wins. I don't want you to tell me. I'm gonna wait until we'll watch the episode, and then that's when we'll talk about it and whatnot. So this is cool because like I'm gonna go ahead and say who I think is going to win. There's not gonna be many of these I'll be able to do this with because we've had these conversations of you know what goes on here and stuff like that. But like this is actually one of the few to where I could actually like give my honest opinion. So, my honest opinion of who I think is going to win between Boba Fett and Samus. Again, don't tell me till we'll just watch it and then we can talk about it, but I think Samus is going to wreck the shit out of Boba Fett. I'm like, that's my honest opinion. It's like the things that I know of both, I just feel like it's a bit of a completely different caliber with Samus. But
well, I mean, yeah, from what I know of Samus,
yeah,
she destroys worlds.
Yeah,
if that's what it takes.
It's just I'll go into the main reason on why I think it's actually a simplistic reason, but it is also like the crux, the like one of the definitive reasons on why I think that it's just a completely different caliber. And I'll get into that after we watch the episode. I like that like the earlier stuff actually had short episodes, so that'll be like a fun way for us to do this. Is that like we're going to turn this like 7-minute video into like a pretty decent sized video because of talking about our thoughts and stuff. So like, that'll be kind of cool. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. Let me switch to full. And then, yeah, we'll just play. Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted. And then.
We need full screen.
Yeah, we need full screen. Hold on a sec.
I made it larger, but I don't have it full screen.
There it is. It's like how.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yep. There we go.
Oh, it's still not full screen.
Yeah, I think this is as full screen as it gets.
Living beings. They blow shit up for cash. A prime example is Boba Fett, the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy. But don't forget Samus Aran. She's so badass, whole planets explode when she's done with them. Boom! I'm Wizard, and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job.
Oh my god! Boomstick's voice!
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god! This was a fantastic idea to go back to this. I now believe that this is the first episode. With Boomstick's voice being that, I now believe this is the first episode. Oh yeah,
because he doesn't even have the accent yet.
That's phenomenal!
Armor and skills of these two beastly killers and answer the most important question of all. Which of these two warriors would win?
Even Wiz sounds so normal. This is fantastic.
Boba Fett is well known for his cunning, ruthlessness, and brute force, but his killer instinct relies on his diverse arsenal of death. Plus,
Diverse arsenal of
badass
death.
spacesuit ever. That's no ordinary spacesuit, Boomstick. That's Fett's Mandalorian armor, forged of nearly indestructible duraplast containing a micro-energy field for dispersing impacts. This guy can have a freaking bomb blow up in his face and still walk away. His gauntlets house a
Respectful
flamethrower with a reach of 5 meters, a fiber cord whip, and
I gotta pause this. They sound like such normal people. It's throwing me off. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh my god.
Notice.
This threw me off so hard. Okay. All right. Serious. Serious face.
numerous concussion
Serious.
and stun missiles. His weapon of choice is his EE-3 carbine rifle, an extremely accurate and powerful weapon which Fett often cradles like a child.
Yeah, I do that with my guns too.
That's not weird at all, Boomstick. Fill us in on Fett's heavy weaponry.
Well, everybody and their grandmother knows that Fett can zoom around on his badass jetpack, but that jetpack also has a single
I do want to
vehicle
take a
only
moment
rocket.
and mention that that was actually all my grandma talked about. So this is in fact true.
And believe me, you don't want to see this thing headed your way.
That's right, Boomstick. In short, Fett is a human Swiss Army knife. He's killed hundreds of criminals, politicians, and Jedi. He's even held his own against Darth Vader. Twice.
Holy shit, that is hardcore.
He became leader of the Mandalorian mercenaries after the Galactic Civil War and battled Mace Windu to a draw when he was 12 years old.
Sam Jackson's got nothing on him.
But with all his awesomeness, every so often Fett will totally blow it. He's fallen into the Sarlacc 3 times. 3! And the Sarlacc's not exactly running around looking for snacks.
3 times? How do you even do that once? It's a giant hole in the ground with teeth, and he's got a jetpack.
Still, even with his ridiculous flaws, Boba Fett is a whole new meaning of deadly.
No disintegration.
As you wish.
Samus Aran was infused with bird-like Chozo DNA at a young age, increasing her strength, speed, and athletic ability far beyond those of a normal human being.
How do they do that? I want me some bird DNA.
She wears the power suit, typically in Varia form, shielding her entire body without restricting any movement or flexibility.
Too bad it makes it look like a dude.
Her primary weapon, the arm cannon, has acquired numerous awesome upgrades over the years, though the basic power beam is a pea shooter with a pathetic range.
But when it's fully charged, it'll blow your face off. Bam! Shoot to woo!
The arm cannon can also use an ice beam, a grapple beam, and a plethora of seeking and super missiles. Samus controls the skies with a powerful and speedy screw attack, and if there's trouble in the battlefield, she can curl into morph ball mode and slip away unnoticed.
What the? How does she do that?
Bird DNA, Boomstick. Bird DNA.
Yeah, that
Samus
checks
also
out.
has a freaking huge supply of power bombs, which will destroy anything on the screen in seconds. Nothing survives.
She is known to be the bounty hunter capable of taking on impossible missions, fighting massive beasts, and even wiping out an entire species. However, she often makes mistakes. Somehow, she always seems to lose all her power-ups and upgrades at the beginning of every mission.
We try not to
Man,
talk
someone
about that.
get this chick a purse.
The combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, we gotta pay off my double-barrel bazooka shotgun, thanks to Netflix.
Netflix delivers movies directly to your
Oh my
home, saving you time and
God.
money.
Netflix used to
Instantly
deliver
watch
DVDs.
thousands of TV episodes and movies.
You know,
streaming
actually,
directly
it
to your
still does
PC,
this.
Mac, or right to your
Really?
Netflix still does DVDs.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. I was listening. I think I was listening to a podcast that was talking about it. It like threw me off that they'll still mail DVDs, which is kind of fair because some, you know, if you're not wanting to do like the VPN, this would be the perfect moment for us to have a segue into like a VPN sponsor. Let's be honest, I'm desperate. That's it. End of ad. But like, if you weren't wanting to do a VPN, that could be a good way to get like a Netflix thing, without like, in an area that wouldn't normally get it. But yeah, no, I thought that was hilarious that they never got rid of the service. But I bow guarantee it, no one touches it.
Probably not.
TV via Netflix ready device.
Other than like people like off the grid. Like, I feel like that's the specific source of entertainment is Netflix, and they still Netflix and chill, but they do it through Netflix mail order.
PS3, 360, or Wii.
Pretty much everything.
Plus, get DVDs in about 1 business day.
That's ridiculous.
As a new member and Death Battle viewer, you can get a free trial membership. Go to netflix.com/deathbattle and sign up now. And be sure to use this URL so they know Wiz and Boomstick sent you.
Oh yeah, well it's time for a death battle.
I like how Boomstick's voice sounds different than it did earlier in the video.
Oh, what a dick. Just flying around, just gets shot out of the sky.
Fight.
Facts. You did it.
You're mine.
Holy shit! Did you see that, Wiz? That was insane!
Fett battled like a champ, but in the end, Samus' superior technology and athletic skill trumped him. Hard. While her basic power beam failed miserably, Samus put her Chozo DNA to work by jumping and dodging around Fett's offensives. Boba Fett, who relies more on cunning and brute force, simply didn't have the means necessary to catch Samus.
He was shooting all over the place, but that space chick was just too quick for him. He even tried to use his homing rocket, but anybody who's blown up a lot of shit knows anti-vehicle rockets don't work too well with people.
Exactly. Samus is about 4 times smaller than the average vehicle, so there was only about a 1 in 4 chance for a direct hit from Fett's rocket. Not to mention she kept moving, preventing Fett from getting a solid lock on her.
After that screw-up, Samus managed to sneak around Fett and left the little surprise at his feet.
Fett's micro-energy field managed to minimize the damage he took from the power bomb, but by that point it was all over. Samus froze Fett with her ice beam and finished him off with a charge beam to the face.
She sure stopped him cold.
That's right, Boomstick. The winner is Samus Aran.
So this I'll go ahead and get to the exact this was perfect because like it played to one of the big reasons, like the crux reason on why like I was siding towards Samus anyway. That right there. So the fact that Samus has physics that allows her to turn into a ball of this size is absolutely like this is like next level physics. So to me, like the Metroid stuff was just completely in a complete different caliber to like the Star Wars stuff. For what it's worth, Star Wars does play off of a lot of fantasy elements to its physics, but not on this level.
No.
This
I'd
is
say
yeah.
its biggest advantage would be his jetpack, but
Mhm.
Samus had the whole mobility thing of
Yeah.
being able to turn into that.
Yeah, this entire physical thing is just too next level for what I knew of Boba Fett.
Not to mention, I feel like some of the stuff she deals with
Yeah,
would definitely be deal with.
yeah.
One, there's the space pirate.
I feel like I'm gonna just say I feel like Samus would easily take on a Sarlacc pit. I'm just saying, like I don't think she'd have any issues.
Probably jump in there.
Yeah,
and power bomb.
that would have been how she would have killed it, was falling in. Like I absolutely saw this coming. Like absolutely, like.
Mention her suit. Well, Fett's can as well, but
Mhm.
like it'd be like pressure seal.
Yeah.
Where like it wouldn't have like be able to lose like its oxygen unless ruptured.
Mhm.
Although I don't know if her suit can be ruptured like his.
Well, I know like a lot of stuff can affect. I mean, like for what it's worth, like if we're just like addressing like what can affect it in general and stuff like that. I mean, like considering the fact that she loses power ups every game, something's affecting her suit. multiple times, or some levels of different things are affecting her suit.
Yeah, the only one I know of, because I didn't get to play a lot of the Metroid games, so the only one I know of where she actually lost her power-ups was due to a parasite infection. It merges to DNA and absorbs the host to become the host.
Yeah.
And the only way to save her was surgically removing her armor and merging her DNA with the Metroid DNA.
Yeah, I had an approximate knowledge of the Metroid games because of the fact that I have friends that constantly play them, and then I have a decent rapport in the Star Wars verse. A good chunk of it I've seen. Books I never really touched. They probably touched. I mean, like, they did clearly touch a considerable level of books because that was 2010. But like, yeah, no, this was like easily going to be like this level of like landslide, but like it was still I'll know, like, it was pretty fantastic to come back and watch a 2010 video of freaking Death Battle.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just,
And I think so far this is the only fight they've remastered. I
Yeah.
would like to see a remaster of some of the other fights.
it's,
One in particular that I'll wait till after we watch it to say it.
how old is that? 13 years?
Yeah, this was 2010, so that's about 13 years.
Oh my god. Like, and you like, the sheer difference was
God,
just,
I was in high school.
yeah, it was just night and day. Because I didn't actually get onto the Death Battle kick until no, it was before. I was about to say until the Goku versus Superman thing, but I think it was before, because I think we started to get onto the kick with our group around, I want to say around like the Link and Cloud fight, maybe.
Oh yeah, they redid that one.
But I would.
For me, I started off with this one. I watched this show growing up called Deadliest Warrior, where they took two warriors from history and did the exact same thing, which is which I can only assume was the inspiration for Death Battle.
But yeah, no, this was absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to do more.